Hi, this is Natalie from baggagereclaim.com. Whatever you've experienced during 2011, within it all, there are blessings in disguise. Lessons packaged up in your experiences that shine a light on the path of where you need to be headed. You may have some regrets, and if you do, guess what? You're only human. But don't hold on to that regret for too long, because what you'll really regret isn't whatever it is that is causing you this regret right now. It's the fact that after you feel this way, that you then heap more regret onto it by spending so much time with regret's companions, blame, shame, ruminating over the coulda, woulda, shouldas, that you now have a whole other heap of time where you spend so much time thinking about what has gone by and living in the past that you've missed out on your present and on your future. It's not that you shouldn't think about things that have gone by, but it is also important as part of nurturing you and moving forward and distancing yourself from some of these experiences that you actually have to invest positively into you. Be compassionate with yourself. Be forgiving. Recognize that you are human, that you love, and that you want to be loved. And as a result of being human, you do make mistakes. There's no point in fearing making mistakes. It's like fearing life. It's like fearing living. Mistakes are a part of living. And when we do experience mistakes, we learn out of it what we need to be and do in order to do things that positively benefit us. When you can't admit that you're wrong, how are you going to know when you're right? If you won't admit when something is bad, how will you recognize when something feels good? Don't fear making judgments. A lot of people fear this as if like, oh God, I can't make a judgment. Yeah, you can. Judge the situation. You don't even have to go around going, I judge this person, because you're not God or Judge Judy or any other higher power. Well, not the saying that Judge Judy is a higher power, but the point is, you're not that powerful. Where you have the most amount of power is actually over your own life. So all you need to do is judge the situation as you win it. Does it work for you? Does it not work for you? Part of judgment is recognizing that actually you need to make decisions. Many people experience great levels of unhappiness because they don't make decisions. Judgment is something that gets better the more that you do it. Making decisions is exactly the same. And you can't really get the benefit of you making your decisions and exercising your judgment if you don't allow them to take hold, if you don't allow them to be, because the moment that you do exercise your judgment or you do make a decision, that you then go, oh, maybe I got it wrong. Oh, what if I just kind of sit on the fence and basically don't make a decision at all? Well, guess what? Actually, sitting on the fence is a decision in itself. And moving on from the whole judgment and making decisions, it is the same actually for being you. That if you don't allow you to be you beyond a few minutes, a few hours, a few days, and in actual fact, you just keep chopping and changing who you are and adapting and morphing and twisting and adapting to suit those around you, you'll never really you long enough to really feel the benefits of being you. It's like, who are you? Well, whoever you want me to be. Well, no, just be you. And yeah, sometimes being you, in there are things that you might need to adjust. Being a doormat might be the you that you're used to. But guess what? Being a doormat doesn't work. It doesn't work for you and it doesn't work for anybody else. At the end of the day, the only person that can be you is you. To be anything other than you is to be fraudulent. And you can never really own your power and own your life if you spend too much time pandering to what you think other people want or expect or need from you. What do you need? What do you expect? What do you want? At the end of the day, along comes 2012, and it's a new year. You might decide to take some of the things that you've experienced this year into next year. But guess what? Yeah, it is just another year. And yeah, it is a new year, but even if you do make some mistakes, say in January, it doesn't mean you should write off the whole year. Keep striving, keep trying. Keep doing whatever you need to do in order to get to where you need to go. If you need to change direction en route, that's okay. Don't fear making a mistake. It's like fearing living. And realistically, what you should regret out of anything that you have done, because you know what, we've all got a shady relationship in our past. We've all got things that we think, God, Jesus, I'd never done this before. But at the end of the day, one thing that you will regret for sure out of all of this is that in a year's time, or in 5 years or 10 years' time, that if you look back and your outlook, your mentality, your behavior, your habits, if they're exactly the same as they are now, in a now where you already have regrets about what you're doing or who you're being, that's what you need to regret out of anything. But if you go from here and you invest in you day after day after day, and you keep choosing you, guess what? You'll have very, very little regrets in life. What you will have out of it are good experiences, and yeah, there might be some dodgy ones in there. But, part of what makes us and teaches us, who we can be and how much potential we can have is actually rising out of some of the dodgy experiences that we have. Keep shining, keep striving. You can thrive out of any experience, really. Wishing you much love, light, and success in 2012 and beyond. From me to you, I wish you a very, very happy New Year.